Alright guys, Gary here. I'm going to give you a little motovlog on why I like to ride a 250. If it's a good beginner bike and all that junk, you know. This is a 2012 250 Ninja Kawasaki, liquid cooled, 4-stroke I believe. I don't really remember. You can look it up yourself if you really want to. This also has an aftermarket exhaust, 2 brothers on it, carbon fiber I think. So that's why it sounds a little louder than maybe most 250s you've heard. Let me go over why I picked this model 250. I was wanting to get the pre-gen model because, you know, people tell you to get like a crappy bike that you don't care about. You can sell it when you want to upgrade or want to get a nicer looking bike. So I was going to get a pre-gen one, like a little uglier looking one. We're in this red light. Yeah, they want you to get like a crappy one, something that you don't care about dropping and everything, because they always say new riders are going to drop. So I was all trying to get a pre-gen 250. Anyway, so yeah, I wanted to get a pre-gen, and it was in my price range. Pre-gen 250s are like 2,000 to maybe 3,000 at most. So I was all set on, you know, spending $2,000, but I just never really liked the look of it. And you know, someone told me you want to get a bike that you enjoy riding because you want to be seen in it. If you get a bike that it's like all ugly and stuff, and you don't want to ever drive it or ride it because, you know, it's ugly, that's no fun, and you waste your money, and you end up selling it anyway. So I wanted to buy a bike that, you know, I would like and I would keep for a while. So I looked into the newer gens like this model, and those were going for like 35, 33, whatever, $3,300 and you know, that was a little more than my price range, so I was gonna accept that, and I was like, well, whatever. But there weren't really any good ones for sale when I was looking, so I went to the dealership and I found one for $39 or something like that. I was like, oh, brand new, $3,900. Why not? It's gonna throw a little tax on there. I don't mind spending a little more than $4, even though my first bike, I'm gonna drop it. It's gonna get damaged, whatever. I went to the dealership and they wanted like $39 starting, and then after all the taxes and stuff, I was like, oh, it's not gonna be that bad. But man, they dumped it on me with taxes and shipping, freight charges, and everything. That came out to fucking $5,000. I was like, nah, I'm not spending $5,000 on a bike. So, I gotta watch it here. Like, I'm not spending $5,000 on a bike. I could buy, you know, used 250 for like $3,000. So I kept looking, and I found this one for $4,000, pretty much brand new. It had 1,500 miles on it, but it had the aftermarket exhaust, which was like a couple $100. So that was a sweet bonus. So I got this bike with 1,500 miles on it, pretty much brand new, and broken in already, so I don't have to worry about, you know, doing the breaking in myself, going at 6,000 RPMs for like 500 miles, which would be so boring for a first-time rider. So I went and picked up this for $4,000, and you know, it was a great experience. The guy I bought it from actually had a dealer's license, and he does this for a hobby, selling bikes and stuff. So that was cool. I never bought a bike before, and yeah, I never bought a bike before, so it's pretty cool to buy it from somebody who at least had experience in it, and I didn't have to feel like I got gypped or anything like that. Bike runs perfect. Couldn't ask for a better bike. Alright, let's go over the engine power. Yes, it is a 250. People say it's like not enough power, but in the city, it's all you really need. I mean, I don't need anything more than that. Yes, I would like some more like throttle response, so like of a 600. So if I had to upgrade, yeah, I probably would upgrade to a 600. Right now, I'm happy with my 250. I'm planning to keep it for a very long time. The cool part about this is, what the fuck's going on here? Anyways, the cool part about the 250 is it's very forgiving. Since it has so little power, you could really wrench it in a fucking turn, and you don't have to worry about the back tire slipping out because there's not enough power to make you do that. On a 600, especially when you're starting off, you know, you want a bike that's a little bit forgiving, and this 250 really is. You can make a lot of mistakes that if you had a 600, you probably would fall or hurt yourself pretty bad. So, yep. Anyway, so it is very forgiving. It has a little bit of power, a perfect amount of power, I think, for a new rider. It's very very forgiving in the corners. I mean, yeah, it handles awesome. It's very lightweight and small, especially for me. I'm only like, what, 5'6" or something like that, so I'm not very tall, not very heavy either. So, you know, I could really whip this thing pretty good, like this, see? Yeah, you could probably do that on a 600, but for a small guy, especially beginning, first time riding, it is a perfect bike for that. But yeah, a little bit about the riding positioning. It is very upright. Your rear sets are kind of, well, if you took the MSF course, the Hondas or whatever they have, they're a little bit more forward, cruiser style, or standard style bike. The 250 is a little bit further back, especially when I first jumped on it. It was the first sport bike I've ever jumped on. The foot pegs felt a little bit further back than I was used to, but to be honest, they're not anymore. They're really like straight. So they're not in like a super sport position. And same with the handlebars. They're pretty upright. You can see they're pretty raised. The cool thing is you could get add-ons for these, or clip-ons for the handlebars and new rear sets to push you back in your feet more. So now you have a more aggressive and super sport riding style for only a couple $100, which is pretty cool. Maybe like $500, I think. $300 for the rear, or a couple $100 for the rear sets, and then the clip-ons are a couple $100 too. So yeah, as you can, and then like, you could get pretty low in this thing, like lean forward, but I feel like a fucking T-Rex when I do it, Tyrannosaurus Rex, because my arms are just like so tiny, and I can't even like reach the, I'm doing it right now, but I can't even like reach the lever. It's pretty fucking annoying. I'm in 6th gear already too. So that's one thing I don't like, is they also don't tell you what gear you're in. I mean, I know a lot of bikes don't do that, but that could get kind of annoying. And like, I'm already at 75 miles an hour, and I thought I had another gear left, and I didn't. And I always do that because I like to go fast on my bike, even though that's not a good idea. People say you shouldn't go faster than 80 miles an hour on a bike, and a 250 Ninja won't let you do that. And that's true, but I don't like that. That's no fun for me sometimes. So if you think you're gonna need a fast bike, the 250 might not be the right for you. I think the new 300 is the best. Can't go wrong with that. It's got 50 extra cc's. It's got much cooler styling. It's got like a pointy styling that makes it look like a Ninja ZX6 or something like that, or ZX10. And it's fuel injected, so it's got a little more power, and it solved the cold start, what do you call it, fuel problem or whatever. This thing is carbureted. Freeway speed. I can hit maybe around 100 miles an hour if I go downhill, and maybe like 90 on flat, redlining it. So it's got some speed, yeah, but if you're an idiot like me, sometimes I like to be like an idiot on my bike a lot. So that's not fast enough for me, at least. But for perfect commuting, yeah, why not? It's got the power for that. So overall, this 250 Ninja is great. It's got, you know, it's perfect I think for beginners. If you have the money, buy the new 300. It's got the extra power, the extra cool styling. It's fuel injected. That's pretty cool. This thing, the only thing I love this bike. It handles well. It's got enough pep for around town. It's fuel efficient, small for me, handles awesome. I can, you know, whip it really good around the corners. Very forgiving, especially for, you know, a new rider. All the things I don't like about it are the seating position. I really kick up a lot of wind, especially with this windshield right here. It really just shoots it straight into your face. So you can upgrade to one, one a little bit bigger that goes over your head. So that's nice. Also, this bike is also the like almost #1 sold bike in the world, I think. It sells a lot over in Asia, you know, India. A lot of other people like to buy it over there because they're small and perfect for it. So there's a lot of aftermarket companies that make stuff for this. You got Woodcraft clip-ons, zero gravity windshield. You can pretty much get anything, and they make it for this bike because aftermarket companies like bikes, or like cars and bikes that they can make money off of. So this is the awesome part about the 250 Ninja. Anything that you need replacing, you can probably find it secondhand also, because there's so many of these goddamn bikes. that's pretty much what I think of the bike. Hope you guys like this video. Comment if I missed anything. Subscribe. Watch my other videos here. If you have any questions or any what do you call it, suggestions for some more vlogs, let me know. Alright, thanks.